Door dashing deadbeat. Vince says FK Mammy used to date ESO and has footage. Yeah, we have that. I have that. There is some footage. This is getting, I mean, this guy ESO, man, Jesus.
I still struggle with this when I think about it. If I was ever like, let's say, so I have a co-host, Deb, right? If I found out that Deb was some like Ghislaine Maxwell or some person that was into child porn or something like that, I would, and not that Shulie didn't decry ESO or whatever, but I would be trying to like distance myself. I'd probably rename my show.
Yep.
I'd probably like rebrand everything. I'd try to like just wipe the slate clean, just completely pivot off of what I've done. But this motherfucker, ESO named the show, right? That Uncle Rico show or whatever. Like, I don't even like, it's kind of a weird name. It's like a reference I know to a movie or something. I don't even really get like why you would even stick with that. Why not call it, the Shulie Hour, the Shulie Experience or something like.
You're talking about the Uncle Rico show?
Yeah.
Oh, that's because of, I mean, talk about, and it's so inside baseball because not many people saw Napoleon Dynamite. It's, it wasn't like I don't believe it was a big blockbuster.
It's like a 30-year-old movie reference.
Yeah, it's an old reference that I don't think anybody would get anyway. But no, the shitway doesn't know how to create anything. So no, like he couldn't come up with like some a different idea, and he's incapable of it. And you know what's weird? Rocco still follows ESO on Twitter.
That's crazy.
And Rocco's got kids, and he still follows ESO on Twitter. That's fucked up.
Well, Rocco's also a mid 40-year-old man who does puppet shows to adults. So
yes,
I mean,
true.
There's a little weirdness to him anyway. The other thing with Rocco, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. Have you noticed how Rocco really tries to, even like people that he disagrees with, like with you, he tries to like get 95% of people to think, oh, he's a nice guy. Rocco's a great guy and he's lovable. Like everybody else, there's people that are like detractors, but you're not really supposed to say Tukey's not funny or Tukey's a bad guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. People that cultivate an image like that are usually the furthest thing from a nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
They're usually doing it for a reason to hide things.
Yep.
And he feels like he wears a mask. He does the puppet show. To me, that feels like a guy that like underneath is not, all nice and fuzzy. Like
he's not. I mean, even that dumb joke that he made in Atlantic City just shows how easily he could attack an innocent person who really has no desire to be famous, no desire to be, but that's the first thing he goes to is to attack a family member of mine. A deer, yeah. Obviously, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah. I know exactly. He does it with Ava too. He's made comments like that with Ava.
And that's what he deems as funny. And that's why I compliment OJ for just saying, fuck this, I'm gone. I mean,
have you talked to OJ since he
and I would like to, because he's he on the other hand is a really nice guy and a level-headed guy. He's not a bad guy. Tukey is a bad guy. He's not a good person. He's just not.
I think we talked about this too, because OJ obviously met you in real life, and then he went back to the show, and they were hazing the shit out of him. Like they were giving him so much crap. Because he went out and had a couple of beers with you, and not for nothing, but a lot of these feuds that people have with these shows, when they go to like AC, they're all hanging out together. Kevin's, hugging Melton, like everybody's like, they're not these blood feuds like that you would think about. It's like Washington D.C., like the Democrats and Republicans are fighting, but meanwhile they all go out to dinner together. They all go to the same restaurants and stuff. It's the same thing with this. So the fact that these guys have been doing a show with OJ for 2-3 years, and he goes out and has a couple of beers with you, and they make it untenable for him to be on the show. They basically forced him out. He's like, I don't want this bullshit. People are fucking with me. I can't just come back and I can't live my life. It sucks. And this is another thing. And I don't like to talk about my own situation. I'm not going to cry about anything. But the minute I started kind of hanging out with you doing your stuff, what happened? They started going to like my family. They started putting up stuff about me.
It's a cult.
It's a cult. And you guys are supposed to be the good guys, right? You guys are the good guys, but meanwhile, you're anti-trans, you're homophobic, you want to dox people's families, you want to attack them, you want to run them off the internet, you want to threaten their jobs, you want to do all this stuff. It's like, so who's the good guy here?
Yeah. Thank you, Dan. That's well said. Well said. Because I'm not doing what they're doing. I'm not sending people to the gigs. I'm not calling the gigs to cancel them. I'm not sending people to record their acts. I'm not sending people to record them without their knowledge. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not calling their place of employment. I'm not doing any of their house. But yet I'm the bad guy. You know?
Yeah. Say hello to the bad guy.
Yeah, say hello to the bad guy. I don't send deliveries to anybody. I don't do any of this nonsense. I don't collect body cam footage. You know, I'm not like tweeting out. I don't do this. This is what they do. But yet I'm the bad guy. And that's what killed them about OJ, because OJ was like, you know, when you hang out with Johnny, he's actually a really nice guy. They can't handle that. Then they can't, because that just calls their whole thing into question, like their whole, you know what I mean?
If you go, I challenge anyone that is a Dabbleverse watcher, audience person, go through the names of all the people that are like the big hosts: Kevin Brennan, Chad, you, Tukey, Carl, Shulie, Melton, Moody. Who of those people would you want to have a beer with? That's always the test that I use for like when I'm thinking about like somebody I want to hang out with or whatever. Who would I want to have a beer with? You've got to be at the top of the list. You would be one of the most fun people to have a beer with. Nobody wants to have a fucking beer with Carl or Shulie.
No.
They're not even cool guys. They're like dorks.
No, and yeah, and I totally agree. Oh, and Biggest Beer Souls Jerry said, and they say people deserve it for being my friend. So in other words, so that their whole premise is because I'm so bad. So Dan, because you're my friend, because OJ was very friendly with me, when Clay Dabbler is my friend, they have to attack him because it's like it's a cult. It really
Clay is like the sweetest guy imaginable. Like he doesn't seem like he'd hurt a fly. Like why would you ever pick on him? Ava, people I understand can have an issue with her, but like why would you be dead naming her, doxing her, threatening her job? Like I saw some heinous shit people were doing on Reddit against Ava, which is like why? Like what are we doing here? Like that just ruins this whole thing, right? Like
it does. It does.
If people are afraid to do shows and like be who they are, then there's none of this. This doesn't exist anymore. If we're fighting that kind of war.
And they say that my striking is the bad thing. Meanwhile, look at all the shit we just listed that they do. You know, look how they're trying to make your life miserable because you happen to like me. You know, it's so bizarre, but they're okay with it.
I get threats on Twitter every day. We're gonna make it harder for you. You're gonna learn your lesson, Dan, for doing this. For doing what? For going on with an hour or two a week with John and just shooting the shit? Like, what the fuck did I do? I didn't do anything wrong. It's crazy.
It really is crazy. It's fucking. It's a cult. It is a cult. Wherever you slice it, it's a cult. Lights can't pull the goalie due to your arm. Ava says, should you give hand? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Do you, Dan?
No, I can't make heads or tails of that one.